My first experience with Merrimack Valley Hospice was with my dad, who passed in 2009. I had received a call from my sister at 5 o'clock in the morning, and when I get to the house, he was unconscious on a chair. And a gentleman came in and he sat down next to my dad, and he just took his hand and held it. And I thought that really made an impact on me. I thought it was the sweetest thing, and I found out he was a hospice worker. And I said to myself, once this is all over, that's what I'd like to do. I'd like to volunteer for hospice. I started out with hospice, doing visits at the High Point House in Haverhill. And when I found out the keepsake bears can be made, it combined my love of crafting with giving enjoyment and comfort to other people as well. I always associated the VNA with hospice and the elderly or the sick. In April, I broke my foot. I had surgery the next morning. I came home 2 days later, and I was surprised. I didn't realize that the VNA, there they are. They set me up. I had a nurse come in. They helped me with PT. They helped me with my medication, you know, how much to take. They took my blood pressure. They kept a good eye on me until I was able to go to physical therapy. I met Ken when I was a junior in high school. I was taking a walk with my girlfriend, and he was outside of his house with a few of his friends. And we went over and started talking. He asked me out for the following Thursday. I went, and the rest is history. My husband was diagnosed with malignant throat cancer in October. He went through chemo and radiation, and everything went well. He had his PET scan in February, and the PET scan was clean. So we thought he was all done. Everything was fine. In April, he developed a lesion on his tongue, and he started losing weight. And at that point, we knew that it had metastasized. He decided not to have the surgery done, and we asked how long he would have without the surgery, and they told him 2 months.
I work in philanthropy, and I process all the incoming donations that come in. And I get to read and hear a lot of patient stories and patient family stories. And people always say that the people that work for hospice and Merrimack Valley Hospice are angels. I hear it all the time. I hear it every day. And I saw it firsthand with everybody that walked in that door, and the way that they took care of my father, from the nurses to the social workers to the intake people. It was just unbelievable. Like, they really are angels, and it just makes me appreciate the work that I do even more now.
I was so grateful because all I had to worry about was him. I didn't have to worry about his meds. How is he going to swallow? When's the bed coming in? How is it going to get here? I didn't have to worry about anything.
You know, I think if he could have scripted it, he wouldn't have scripted it any differently. From the fact that, you know, we were pretty much here, the whole family around the clock. My sister was able to come up from Florida. So, you know, being able to have the amenities that we had at our disposal to enable him to stay here, I think was very important to him, and I'm beyond grateful that we were able to make that happen.
I don't think I'll ever be the same after this experience. I thought I knew what it was, you know, because I've worked for hospice for so long, but I really had no idea.
I think I have a much deeper appreciation for the services that Merrimack Valley Hospice provides, just going through this process, because, you know, I think I had thought my perception of hospice was just, you know, a person coming to maybe keep the person company, which is certainly an important thing, but it was all the other services that came along with it, from the medication to the hospital bed, kind of the on-demand service, people coming throughout the night. And sometimes the nurses or the social worker would just come and sit and talk to us and kind of share experiences that they've had, or were able to really kind of make us feel a little bit better going through, and you know, some things that we weren't really prepared for, they would kind of proactively let us know what to expect. And I thought that that was really helpful in navigating through that.
Our family is so grateful to Merrimack Valley Hospice. They took a difficult situation and made it so that all we had to do was to love him. And for that, I'm very grateful.